as heartbroken as I was when the hospitals in Yemen were leveled, when the hospitals in Gaza were bombed and rocketed, when the medics were murdered in their uniforms, in their ambulances, in Gaza, over and over again. If you were not one of those who cared about those medics, who cared about those women and children, then you are a hypocrite. You may have the alibi that you're an idiot and you knew none of these things, but if you're watching me, you're on social media, and if you're on social media, then ignorance is a choice. The truth is but a couple of keys away on your keyboard. You may have the alibi that you are an idiot, but on the other hand, you may be one of the mechanized battalion of liars who want people to think that this war in Ukraine began just 14 days or so ago. You may be one of the people who made apologia for the people massacring people in Yemen. You may be one of the Westminster Friends of Israel who say that Israel is only trying to defend itself when it kills medical personnel, patients desperate for cancer treatment across the border who die on the other side of the checkpoint. You may be one of those. How can I tell? But whoever you are, at least you've come here and you're going to hear the other side of the story. First, I want to deal with the issue that I broke to most of you. Some of you already knew, but most of you did not know. In the Sunday Mother of All talk shows, when I broke the story to you that Russia had discovered biowarfare labs in Ukraine, paid for, fully funded by the United States of America. I broke this story to you because it was, I said, a game changer. I broke this story to you because of its almost apocalyptic importance. If there had been no WMD in Iraq, but there was WMD in the Ukraine, and that moreover it was held by a Ukrainian government in the hand of the United States of America, and if it was the United States of America that was paying for the biowarfare research, not far from the Russian border, well, that would be a game changer, would it not? The Chairborne division immediately went to work on me. It was Russian propaganda, they said. It was a lie, they said. There were no biowarfare labs in the Ukraine, they said. For 24 hours, that bombardment continued until Victoria Nuland, a name to reckon with in the whole story of the Ukraine, appeared before a Senate committee in Washington. Under questioning from Senator Marco Rubio, Victoria Nuland revealed that there were indeed biological warfare laboratories in Ukraine, that the United States was indeed funding them, and in great dread of the Russians getting their hands on them.
Well, I only have a minute left. Let me ask you, does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
Ukraine has biological research facilities, which, in fact, we are now quite concerned Russian troops, Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of. So we are working with the Ukrainians on how they can prevent any of those research materials from falling into the hands of Russian forces should they approach.
I'm sure you're aware that the Russian propaganda groups are already putting out there all kinds of information about how they've uncovered a plot by the Ukrainians to release biological weapons in the country and with NATO's coordination. If there's a biological or chemical weapon incident or attack inside of Ukraine, is there any doubt in your mind that 100% it would be the Russians that would be behind it?
There is no doubt in my mind, Senator, and it is classic Russian technique to blame on the other guy what they're planning to do themselves.
Later, that was amended to, well, they're quite innocent biolabs, you know. They're only researching pathogens, only in Ukraine, only right next to the Russian border, but they're only researching innocent pathogens, in which case, why are you worried about Russia getting its hands on them? If it was research into the common cold and influenza that you were doing, Ms. Nuland, you wouldn't be remotely concerned about Russia getting its hands on your biowarfare laboratories. It is one of the most significant developments of the war, and therefore has been virtually completely ignored by the mainstream media, blaring out its ceaseless 24/7 twibband propaganda. If that's all you want to watch and hear, again I say you're an idiot, because even someone that hates me, even someone that hates my perspective on this conflict would be an idiot if they didn't want to hear it. They'd be an idiot if they didn't want to watch it, read it. What kind of people would you be if all you wanted to watch, listen to, and read was the propaganda that your masters wanted you to? Well, I'm sorry to say, you may be an idiot, but you're not alone.